How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. So today we're gonna go over my Bug Out Bag Fix-It kit. A very small kit that you can keep in your bag, right? Mainly to fix your gear. This isn't a fix-it kit for you, but it's for emergency kits, right? To fix your bags, right? Because if we really think about it, your bag is your lifeline. If something like that in that moment, right, if you are bugging out or you're trying to get home or you're using it in an emergency situation, right, if that bag for some reason or some type of gear would fail you, that is a catastrophic failure, right? So you need, in my opinion, some extra items in here to keep your bag going, or that you can fix them if necessary. Now this thing is very lightweight, as you can see, right? And it just kind of stows away, and it is just in case. Now for some of you guys that are focused on the how much does it weigh part, right? Because as am I, I'm conscious about weight. We're looking at about 100 grams or 3.6 ounces. So it's not that big of a deal. Sure, ounces, lead to pounds, pounds lead to pain, but some of these things are absolutely required, right? As we can see here, I'm just gonna dump everything out and then we'll go over it. You can kind of get the gist of it, where this is going, but there's a few items in here that really help, and I have found things that failed me in the past, and I'm glad that I had some of these items. All right, so just a thick mill, Ziploc bag. You can purchase these. I like the thicker ones so they don't puncture. Tends to work out pretty well. Of course, simple button, right? I can use the inner strands of paracord to use this, a sailing needle as well, which typically is in the center of here. I actually do not know where it went, which is a good thing I'm going through this, but a large sailing needle mainly for that purpose. I have also some waterproof tape or tenacious tape. You can stick this over stuff, maybe your boots. If you get a puncture through your bag, right, and it's starting to fray all over the place, hey, you can put this over the top. Same with duct tape. Duct tape is used for pretty much anything. Now these larger, safety pins, these are really handy because they're so large and they're pretty robust. They're in essence, very big. So they can go through, like if a pack strap fails you or something, put two of these through, or maybe sternum strap or something like that. Sure, they're gonna get you by in that moment, right? Just to get you to your next point. Same with a buckle. If a buckle would fail me and it is absolutely necessary, maybe it's a load lifter, maybe it's around something else, I have two ready to go, right? Have these. I have broken these. Specifically, I broke this, which this is the main pack strap around my waist belt, and I've broken one of these in extreme cold. I think I broke off one of the teeth here, and I didn't have a replacement on me, and it was kind of a bummer. But I decided, hey, out of the Hyperlite Mountain gear packs, it's not like they're bad or anything. It's just, hey, they break sometimes. Polymer or plastic does. This is always with me because I've had that issue before. Ranger bands, of course, different sizes. They can be used for all kinds of things, right? If you need something around it, you can just keep doubling over and it'll at least compress it and keep it together, especially if something is falling apart. They're just super lightweight, very easily used. Again, some mosquito net. This stuff is ridiculously lightweight. It almost weighs nothing. And you can use this to patch holes in mosquito net or something else, or using this and this combined to get 2 layers. You can even use the bag if you needed to stick this to it, right, as sandwiching. It's just depending on how you want to use it. Of course, we have some of this, seam grip, or in essence it's shoe goo, which on my workbench I always have a big thing of shoe goo, but of course the little bottles definitely are necessary. I'm not going to take this out into the woods or the mountains or something like that with me. A smaller bottle of kind of the similar stuff, that cement or seam sealer, will work just as well. Again, zip ties, right? Works fairly well. I originally had brass wire in here too. You could argue to put that in, not to put this in, but it is what it is. I have some Allen keys, and mainly this is to adjust my night vision. I have a dual PVS 14 setup, so these are all the Allen keys that I need to kind of like tighten up and service those items. So that's mainly not a fix-it item, but I know where it is, so I always place it in there. It's kind of a fixable item. Now, of course, other folks are like, well, you don't have anything else, like a multi-tool and stuff? Well, I always carry those items on me in my everyday carry, so this is kind of like that plus up. So if anything would happen to me, I just plus up my everyday carry also with these. Again, these are meant to fix your gear. Just fix it, not like get it to the full point of, or just maintaining it, I guess you could say. But again, if you are without a bag or your shoes or something like that would fall apart, you are relying on your feet and your bag to get you out of a location, or maybe get you to another location, right? We've had in my area a lot of forest fires, and folks end up have to, on the moment, hey, pick up, leave, there's a fire coming, bail. And if you are, you know, worst case scenario, you are hiking or walking or something happens like that, right? Because we're going worst case scenario. If your backpack straps or something fails you, even on another kit, that's a terrible day. Lugging weight without a proper setup. So this is my Fix-It kit. I just kind of put it together. If you guys like this kind of stuff, I'll list all these items in the description box below. You can just go there, click on them for Amazon, that kind of stuff. I do get a few cents back. So if you don't want to support the channel, you can always circumvent my links and go somewhere and purchase them. But realistically, like it's just, I make a few cents. Like if you would buy this, I probably would get 1 penny, and which is awesome because somebody would need to buy a whole bunch of these just for me to get a gumball. So it is what it is. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel, right, we have patches and stickers available. Pretty cool. Some people like supporting them. I know a lot of people like the M81 because it just looks legit, OG, right? And then we have patches of that as well. We also have Patreon, PayPal, that kind of stuff. Patreon gets behind the scenes so you can see stuff. You know, I interact with a lot of people over there. I try to. If you have a question, I immediately answer it. If I am within service, of course, because I'm often in the mountains, but other stuff like that. So like, subscribe. I'll list all the stuff in the description box below. I hope y'all have a great day. Next is a small Fix-It kit. Now this is just Fix-It for clothing and for the pack, right? It has these huge safety pins, the big bulky ones, duct tape, there's zip ties in here, there's a little piece to fix the mosquito net, there's some shoe goo in here, which is awesome stuff for your feet, typically meant for that, and an extra buckle and stuff like that. Some Ranger bands in here as well. And this is meant to fix your pack. Because realistically, the worst case scenario also I could think of is if you're hiking back and you're like, hey, I got 70 more miles to go, and your main pack strap on your pack breaks, you're like, oh man, what do I do? Like that's almost a game changer, as in like, I don't, like my pack is the vessel that I need to get me home. Cool. I think there's some brass wire in here too, and some buttons, and you can just rig something up to make it work just to get home until you get back home to actually fix some stuff.